Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Come off the ball, hard. Let's go.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down after the loss to start out. Here's second and 11.
53, Mike.
Check. 53.
Second and 11. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 53.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Check pass. Check pass. Check. Go.
2nd and 10.
Check. 53. Mike.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
57's
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Hey, check. 390. 45's the Mike. 45.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
On first down, Locke. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
I'm trying to collect 11 V. Check.
On 1st and 10, Locke.
Let's go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
11.
Check 43.
Shift.
Hey, check.
Right there.
To try again after the sack. Luck. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
675. 11.
Run you over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the play and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And and he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Jets nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
You better be afraid of me.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They've thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after here coming up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
218, chopper.
2nd and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
These two teams all tied after one.
He's scared. 12, 12, 12.
Hey, watch
On 2nd and 7. Luck.
It's our field.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
Hey, it's our house.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Indy. Pilot 64 weak.
Tiny's on the Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time.
12, 12.
Back to throw. Luck.
I got one.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
12, 12, 12.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And able to find Kirk complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Double dog. That's the way.
Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alpha. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, check. Mike 5.
They'll look to throw.
Big stop, let's go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
65. 65.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Down. 10-2 stop.
3, Mike.
It's a party now. He's coming. We got double up. Get it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Exit. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team.
Second down and inches. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
57's Mike.
Hey.
Here we go.
Big grip.
He'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Get in the weight room.
57. Mike, 57.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Hey, zoom.
57.
Watch this.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You move. Tired of seeing me. 57. 57's Mike.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
80 weapon.
Watch 57. All day, punk.
Hey, foxtrot.
7. Cut.
Hey, check.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight.
53's the Mike.
Hey.
53's the Mike.
I got wide. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 53.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me
Nowhere
and you.
to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You got it, son. Go. Go now. 54's mine.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Okay, dog.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This is taken at the 18. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
A gain of
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Topper! Coming.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Hunter Henry brings it in. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
Check 26. Check 26.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Army. Spawn.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Right, 622. Get it.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Now Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie.
53.
Yes, yes.
53. I got you, punk. 53.
2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Go, run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
SOS. Strong right. SOS.
Watch your ship. Hey, watch your ship.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Protein spill.
53. Mike.
Here we go.
Check. Check. 53.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Luck on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
and it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Number 53, Mike 53.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
53. I'm coming for you. You mine. 53 is the mic.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Go, D. Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Locke. And it's complete. Henry. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Check out. Blue 90. 45 to Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this.